Hello my friends, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new unit. What unit, however? Well, let me present to you the Primaris Invader ATV. Oh yes indeed. This thing's going to be going alongside my Outriders. So that's very, very exciting. Now, let's say we get cracking, eh? That new model feeling. It's really hard to grip this one. Open, damn it. Excellent. So the last units I did for shorts, they were about 30 seconds long each on average. This time we're going to try something a bit different. It's going to be longer shorts on average, because a lot of people didn't like how many parts there were. Well, I thought it would be worth a try. I just didn't realise there'd be that many parts for the intercessors. Hopefully not so much this time. There we go. Right. I've got a cat sat right next to me here. I'm just waiting for him to be trouble. He's biding his time. Just waiting for an opportunity. Right. Out come the bits. Here we go. Instructions, of course. Aha. The dreaded decals. Just basically, this is what I've not seen before. Right then, there's even scripture and a cat. How about you stop that? Ha, hiya, counterattack. No, not the transfer sheet. Right, well, that's already taken some corruption. Oh, hello, these are attached. Well, kind of attached. Oh, now they're not attached. I really don't need your help with this cat. I've got pliers for this. Get off. Get off. Let go. You don't need to chew everything, Nurgle. Get off, you little bastard. So it's going to be one of those days, is it, cat? Okay then, so there are the sheets. Here's the instructions. Let's get this ball rolling, shall we? All things considered, it doesn't actually look all that complicated. Right, well let's start at the bottom, which is number 4 for some reason. Why isn't this labelled number 1 if it's one of the first things that's going to be snip cut? / snipped. Snip. Depending on who you ask. Snip. There we go. Going to angle you down a little more. There we go. No sense in just staring at the paints now, is there? Unless you're that way inclined. Right, then 5, 7, and 8, wherever 8 is. But we'll get to 8 when we get to 8. Snip, 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 snip. There we go. Excellent. Snip, snip, snippicus. There we go. So 8 is a wheel. A wheelie good time. Have a look here. I think it's going to be... Yep, there it is. Oh, there's several 8s. Snip, 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 and snip. Are you done? Yes, you're done. Good. Right, time for a mold line hunt. Oh, God, there's one going along the length of this. Not fun. Mold lines are still there a bit, but they are much better. That's good. Sand, sand, sand. Oh, sand, 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 sand. There we are. That was very random. You can kind of see there, one of the bolts just came off. How'd something so small just come off? I don't know. Tech Marine wasn't paying attention, so it would go like that, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Excellent. Okay, let's get them smoothed out and glued together. Right, while that's there chilling, let's quickly get another 8 and 16. Snip, 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 snip. There we are. Try to get some of those mold lines. Mold lines still remain my biggest weakness. I always miss mold lines. And it's weird, because I'm usually quite thorough in everything. But there are some things, like mold lines, that just seem to constantly slip past me. It's very, very strange. There we go, it's mildly better. Emphasis on mildly. Right, 16. 16. Snip, snip, and snip. Sand, 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 sand. Sand, 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 sand. Sand, 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 sand. Good. Excellent. Don't think there's any real mold lines of note on this one. Right, so this doodad slides into that. Oh, look at that. It's a perfect pair of crescents. So, like that, then I guess. Yeah, that looks about right. Right, cool. That wasn't going to come out for a minute. There's definitely no top or bottom. Doesn't look like it. The preferable side? That side looks better. So that side is going to go on top, if possible. I just realised, what am I talking about? I don't exactly have a choice. There we go. I'm talking nonsense, ladies and gentlemen. And in. There we go. I just spotted a thing I didn't cut off. Careful. There we go. Always be careful with a knife, kids. You don't want to miss your target. There we go. Beautiful. Man, I really, really failed to look at this one, didn't I? Kind of the story of my life, though. There we go. Right. Now we're all good. Do just a little bit of plastic cementing here. It pays to be thorough, after all. Not like that, sir. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice. Right, so we'll pop that fella to the side while we work on its brother. The one that is actually labelled number 1. There are two things I don't understand. Why this one, the one that is second in the list, is labelled number 1, and why it bothers me so much that the second one in the list is labelled number 1. I clearly have snip nothing better to do with my time than be bothered by silly things. Snip. Sand, 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 sand. A bit there for the snipping. The snipping block. Snip. There we go. I'm curious, would people say that a flat-edged blade or a rounded-edged blade is better for dealing with models? Obviously with mold lines you're using the back and that's flat either way, but when you're using the actual blade for any reason, what do people generally prefer? I find that the blade I'm currently holding is my favourite because it has a flat edge and has a curved edge. And there are moments where a curved edge has been useful, mainly for when I'm actively slicing, should such a need arise. That's flat. Right, cool, excellent. That's that one. Right, so now the next 7 and 5. Snip, 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 there we go. Words. Snip. There we go. It's done. That's that. A snip. A snip. Snip. Come on. There we go. That one did not want to go. Sand. 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 Excellent. Sand. 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 Very gently. Scrape the edge. There we go. Nice. Right. And of course they need a wheel. Here's one. Snip, 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 and snip. Are you snipped? It's your snipped. Good. And there we go. And to scrape off them mold lines. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrapity scraping. I'm scraping a living here. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's all of them. Cool. Good. Now I know these look rather rough, like on some of the ruts here, but they are completely smooth, so my hope is that when I paint over them, they will no longer be visible. At least that is the grand plan. Yep, what happened there? And somehow my thumbprint got onto the model. There was something very strange happened there. But here all. It's more or less smoothed out. Emphasis probably on the less of more or less. There we go. I'll just let that stick for a sec. Cool. That's that. And we may as well snip off the wheel for the next bit, because I know what is coming. Snip, 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 and a snip. There we go. There we are. Sand, 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 sand. Yeah. And the last wheel for this. Thank goodness. Scrapity scrape, scrappity scrap. This one's leaving more marks than usual. How intriguing. That's the whole way. Yeah, I've gone around the whole way. Still more visible though. This wheel tougher or something? How strange. Right, spin this 17 here. Snip. Come on, give me that snip. There we go. Sand, 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 sand. Sand, 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 sand. Cool. There we are. Let's stick this bad boy together. So, crescent into crescent, of course. Thankfully, the majority of that mess is going to be hidden. Excellent. Good. And we'll just soften that up there. Excellent. Alright, so now we cut out this big boy at the back. Yes, this big boy with the big boy legs. Snip, 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 snip. Give us a snip, give us a snap. Oh no, no, they're big boy feet. There's big boy slippers. Right there. Big slippers. Snip. Oh, there we go. Sand, sand. There we go. Cool. That's all those bits smoothed out. Now, there's just that line that I've more or less scraped out, but I imagine it's not really going to be visible. Other than that, I don't think there's really any of note, at least not that I can see. So I'm going to say there isn't. Right, now let's get this bad boy stuck in. The same on the other. I utterly missed that hole. There we go. Now we're halfway to a Mario Kart. Love it. A 40k Mario Kart. Now why do they do 40k kart? I would happily pay a lot of money for a 40k kart game. Okay, so now we're going to quickly assemble the gun that's going to go on the front, which is these two. How convenient. Snip, snip, and snip, and snip. Brilliant. Very cool. So they get stuck like this then. Yes, they do. Okay. And stick. Cool. Right. Why are you not quite meeting, you fiend? There we go. Right, so that's that thing. And somewhere around here is 23 and 24. Ah, well, there's 24. Snip, snip, snip. There it goes, gone to the warp. God, where did it go? Crikey! Found it. This looks like this will need a bit of barreling, which I will do in just a second. Sand, 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 sand. Right, I'm going to move these out the way, because they are robbing me of my focus. Right, cool. Quickly get the other one prepared. Where are you? Where you at? Ah, there it is. Snip, snip. Cool. Sand, 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 sand. And there we go. Nice. Always now my little drill set here. Get that hair out of the way. And thankfully I have marked here a bit that was very good for these bolters. Yep. So because it's easier, I'm first just going to drill through the vent porthole. I won't lie, I do not recall the name of the hole in the side of a gun's barrel. You clever folks out there, please do let me know. I know it. I just don't remember it. I mean, I've only been playing video games for like most of my life. There we go. Cool. Quickly do it to its brother. Drill, 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 drill. Focus on the right gun, please. There we go. Cool. Right, now I'll quickly whiz out my trusty spike. Put some lovely pokes in here. Wow, that is not central at all. There we go, that's mildly better. This one, it's surprisingly difficult to get the middle with this thing. There we go, nice. Alright then, let us do this noise. I think the spike actually got a big chunk of the way through on its own. Nice, a good barrel, good port, lovely, good. Decoloration will be sorted when it's painted. Now for you, there we go. Nice, I'm gradually getting better at hitting more or less the middle. I may no longer quite be a noob, but I am still an amateur. Amateur. Oh, there we go. Now I don't anticipate needing any further barreling. Looking at what's on the sheet here. No, alright. In that case, I'm going to put my drill away now. Thank you, Mr. Drill, for your contribution. Okay, so now they're drilled out, we can get them stuck to this. I see. We have a hole and a pilot, and here is the prong and the pilot prong. Okay. Just got to make sure I stick it the right way around. It is definitely like that, and it is definitely like this. Okay, yeah, there we are. Nice, that's that one. Cool, excellent, nice. Twin-linked goodness. And that's going to go in there, isn't it? Yes, it is. Nice. Come on, get straight. Get straight or go home, fool. That's that. Then it looks like we cut off this big top right here. Oh, and there's the Gatling face as well, when I need it down the line. Because you can bet your ass, snip, I would struggle to find it. Snip and snip, excellent. Sands. Beautiful. Edge as well, excellent. And then sanding. Cool. That's smooth? Yeah, that's smooth, good. Right, so this gets stuck in several places, including these pipes here. Yes, I see it. Alright, cool. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Dunk, a dunk, and a dunk. And then for good measure, shweek and shweek. Come on. Oh, it's a tight fit. There we go. Story of my life, though. Right, gentlemen? Cool. Very much a big go-kart. Right, so I'll move that out of the way while I assemble the driver. Snip and snip. Sanding. And the back. Snip. Oh, there's a mild mold line. A very mild mold line. I don't even know if it actually made a difference. It doesn't actually make a difference anyway, even if it did. Oh, just notice there's still a gap there and it's annoying me so much I'm going to resolve it right this second. Schwink and schwink. I'm very puzzled as to why this side here, you can see there, it has met, whereas that side is not. No, there we go. That's a satisfying click. Usually a good sign. Do the other side while we're here. There we go, another good click. That's much better. Excellent. Now hopefully he won't fall apart in the battlefield. So there we go. And a bit of mold line on his head. There we go. Good. So let us stick this all together. There we go. He's looking the right way. Cool. Alright, Stumpy. Let's find the rest of your shit. 3738 right there. Excellent. Sneep and sneep. Excellent. I can already see the mold lines that need some TLC on this bad boy. Sand. And you know if I can see them, you know they're bad. Sand. Scrape. Cool. I know it ain't such a big deal about the underside because they're going to be hidden, but still. Trying to get into good habits and all that. Cool. Scrape. Cool. Nice. Pretty good. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to glue it purely because I'm worried that I might get the angle wrong. So I'm just going to stick it in like that. Allow maneuvering in the meantime. Nice. You just stay there in prayer or something, buddy. While I get your handlebars. Here they are. Uno, dos, tres. There we are. Sand. Ooh. Sand. It's not meant to be there, is it? No. Definitely not. Probably is, now I've said that. Yeah. Well, it's gone now. There we go. Cool. Okay, so then they'd obviously be stuck in there, like so. I think actually, you know what? I'm gonna glue the torso. There we go. And so we'll just stick in a bit around there. There we are. Right, there we are. We now have a bloke. It's our character selected for 40k cart. Generic Space Marine 57.9. As opposed to 579. So then it's 25, 26, 27. Let's get the correct thing. It's 25. Snip. And snip. There we go. Sand. And whoa, a big mess that needs a snipping. There we go. Beautiful. Sand. Beautiful. So naturally this will get stuck just in there. Nice. There's 27 in the corner. Let's get that one. Snip. And this one just goes over like that, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Good. Still not happy with that. Let's just dull end. There we go. Nice. And a drip. Drip. Get you in there. Come on. Nice. And nice. Very good. And 26. Snip. So that'll go in, yeah, right there. Cool. Now he can pick up all the hot tunes on the radio. Right, so now I'm going to quickly put together his buddy. Put him to one side. This guy needs his slippers, yo. Snip. Snip. There we go. Come on. You don't want your slippers? Come on. There we go. Sand. Yes, time to go on a crusade against them mold lines. There we go. Alright, so I don't think there's any other mold lines of note. Looks a little rough, but... yeah, or at least it doesn't look like a mold line. It's just battle damage. That's what I tell myself anyway. That's the head. Also need to do the mold lines on his skull, of course. Oh, there goes my sandpaper. There we go. Nice. Alright, then the back of his torso. Snip, snip. Sand. There we go. Nice. And the neck. Some in these gaps. There we are. Get you in there. Nice. And for the rest of you, slide in. There we go. Lovely. I said lovely. So you want to play it that way, do you? Just hold him tight for a moment. What Space Marine doesn't want to be held on tightly? Other than this one, apparently. There we go. Nice. Good. Alright, then next is his handy little sidearm pouch. Snip. More lines of note? Doesn't seem to be. Alright, cool. And let's get this in his butt hole. Yes. Dink, dink, and stink. That's more like where Space Marines should have their sidearms, in my opinion, just around the butt. Conceal carry from the front. Ooh. Then L backpack. Snip, snip. Actually, the only mold lines of note were on the top, really. There we go. Nice. There we are. Pause. Paste, paste, paste. And stick. Nice. And so before sticking him to the actual thing, there's something else to put on the bottom there, which I'm just going to do now. What looks like the exhaust. Snip, snip. Oh, get off. There we are. And 15. Where is 15? Ah, there it is. You will probably attach there, won't you? Let's stick. Nice. Cool. You ready? It's very reluctant to get pushed in all the way. It's very frustrating. As the old poet once said, why you know? Why you know get attached? Oh, well, it looks sort of all at the back, and that's what matters. Oh, cool. Excellent. Now let's stick this fine fellow to his slippers. There we go. There we go. That's the geezer. So we got a bloke and a geezer. Alright, now, looking at these handles, they have these pegs. So my hope is that I'll just glue the arms to him while he's holding the handles, and then I won't need to glue these to the guns, and then I can just swap the guns in and out. That's the hope, anyway. Let us see, shall we? So first, let us assemble the Gatling cannon. Snip, snip, and a snip. There we go, that's that one. Let's get the other side. Snip, snip, snip. Superundi. Plans. Sand. There's an annoying gap, and it will not shut. So there we go. Ah, too intense while using it. I couldn't even say anything. It's cool. And the rest of the gap is squeezing together, so I can just, in theory, not sprue glue. There we go. Plastic cement that. There we go. Cool. Alright, good. That's gripped, more or less. Got a bit there, ain't perfect. There we go. Nice. Alright. Then we cut off 9, 10, and 11. There they all are. We'll get 11 first before I inevitably lose it. Yes, I can lose something while it's snip attached to a sprue sheet. Snip. I have that kind of skill, ladies and gentlemen. Is that the shape? Oh, there's the shape. Okay, cool. Very slight shaping to it there, because the barrel of this gun also has very slight shaping to it. Nice. Cool. Yes, that there is 9, and here doth come 10. Get out of it. And you. There we go. Destroy those damn mold lines. Destroy them like the filth they are. Right, so now where exactly do you attach? Probably the... Ah, yes, I see. There's a little slit here for the slitty bit. So we will go with that slitty logic. It's curving inwards. And slide. Oh, lovely. Look at that. Sweet. Just to give it a little bit of an extra something. There we go. Cool. And then lastly, this here ammo box, which I'm pretty confident will be going in here. I should be a detective or something. I'm actually where my Tamiya's getting so low that it's not touching the bottom anymore. Okie dokie. And slide, please. Oh god, why are you so stiff? Get in there. There we go. There we are. Nice. Cool. Right, so I'll put that to the side while we do the other one. Looks at it closely. Is it a flamer or a melter? Snip. And a snip. Stop it on. Snip. Snip. The last little snip. There we go. Oh, it's really raining out there. Oh, crikey, it's raining out there. It's a wet one today. Ooh, that was thunder. The gods are angry with this. Probably just trying to tell me, don't forget the mold lines, boy. Do not forget those mold lines. Sloop, sloop. Sloop-de-gloop. Sloopity-sloop. And stick, please. Hopefully the rain actually isn't going to be interfering with the recording. There we are. That's nice. Looks to me like this might be a multi-melter. We shall see. I honestly don't recall what this thing got. Right, so then it just needs a 21 and a 22. There's one. There's two. Is this whole sheet done, I think? Yeah, cool, it's the whole sheet. Is there a difference between the sides? I don't think so. No? Okay, cool. You are going to go in like this. Come on. There we go. Lovely. I oversounded that a bit. It's looking a bit rounded, but never mind. Slit logic once more. There we go. Cool. Good. Alright then. So that's these two guns done. So now my running theory is that the arms won't even need to be glued in. None of it will be. That's the running theory. Speaking of arms, they're the last pieces, so let's get them out. Nip, 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 nip. Cool. Sand. There we go. Let's try and get what mold lines we can, of course. Good practice. Yep. I think that's about the best we're doing reasonably. Okay, so the big running theory, let's use the Gatling for now. That'll just stick in there. And these guys will just be able to stick in as such. Come on, let's try that again. Alright, nice, very, very nice. I feel immensely sorry for this guy with a gun right over his head, so I know the helmets can block out noise, but it's not as funny when you point that out. So then I can just take the arms off, take the gun out, pop in another, and then pop the arms back in. I don't know which I'd feel worse for him, having the Gatling right over his head or having what I'm pretty confident is a multi-melter over his head. Probably the melter. That shit would get hot. But again, helmet and armor, probably not a problem. But it's not as funny when you point that out. Yes, brilliant. Alright, that's the model done. I really do like it. It's very cool. Though I do wonder, how would this keep up with Outriders? Because I know this can be attached to an Outrider squad. It just doesn't strike me as something that would be able to keep up with them. Certainly wouldn't be as nimble. Realistically looking, it'll probably be done when it's more offense-orientated, not so much skirmish, but when you've got to do more firepower. Yeah. But anyway, that's by the by. I think it's time we prime this fool. Alright guys, here we go. Time to prime this thing. So I was going to prime it black, but me and my black spray can at the moment, we're not on speaking terms at the moment, really. So I'm going to get a new one of those. In the meantime, we're going to prime this one with my Macragge Blue, because Blue and I, we still get on quite well. Now, before I begin spraying this one, now of course there is also the question of this weapon as well. Do I prime this one off of the base? Well, the base, the model, as well as this one. For the sake of a fair spray, I think I will do exactly that. We'll take his... Oh, hello. I done knocked off his antenna. I was expecting that to happen at some point, but I didn't think it would be this soon. Alright, you know what? We are actually going to leave this bit of antenna until the end. I'll fix it right at the end. No point in me gluing it back on just to knock it off again. So for now, they'll receive only half the radios. They'll just sort of go a bit AWOL for a while. Anyways, what I will do is I will keep this guy's arms on. There we go. He can play with his imaginary gun. And these ones I will stick to a cardboard base. As is my way. I still have this left over from the Tech Marine build. We'll just have it with the guns on instead. Alright, cool. Let us prime this fool. I really hope I have enough. We shall see. Sorry about the slightly more directional lighting this time, guys. I'm in a slightly different place with my priming station. Only had enough room for the one light. But I'm sure you guys are fine, aren't you? You are as the Ultramarines. You are also versatile. Right, I think that's him basically done. I'll scoot him over for now. Let them dry off a bit. Right, now that this fine fellow's touched dry, we're just gonna quickly splat the bottom as well. Mainly around the edges. Cool. Like it. Right, so now these guys, we'll just sort of flip it over. The rudimentary bit on the bottom. And here he is. Nice. Looking pretty evenly done, which is good. Maybe a little bit missing on his butt there. Obviously the bit in the middle there doesn't matter because that's invisible. Annoyingly got a bit of black there from the priming station, but since the wheel's going to be black anyway, not a real problem. Also a couple little bits there inside that are not perfectly done, but never mind. Overall pretty good. That's what I like to see. His arm's still loose as well. Well, relatively. Alright, cool. And here are the guns. Nice. Maybe a little bit less in there behind the power pack. Overall, still got lots of detail. Same with this one. Pretty much same with this one. Maybe a little bit lacking there, but never mind. Cool. Overall, very cool. Wish I had the black. I would have primed it with the black if I just had it, but alas, it was not to be. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some of this Macragge into my wet palette, and I'm going to very lightly go over it all with Macragge blue, because for those who don't know, the Macragge blue from a spray can is a very slightly different blue, and I mean very slightly, from the Macragge blue from the pot. So if any mistakes happen that I need to go over, and I'm going over the spray painted with the potted, you see it. You can see the difference. You can see the brush strokes. So we're going to it doesn't have to be perfect, just very rough. That's all we need. There we go. I think that's watered down enough. Another good thing about going over it like this, even if it was the exact same shade of blue, is that it just gets into the little nooks and crannies that the spray can might have missed, which is always good. I haven't got a base to hold on to sort of rotate it with. There we are. Hands up, Mr. Space Marine. Get his belly. Tickle, 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 tickle. And he's like,
No, please, stop it, brother.
So many intricate bits down there, and they're just very difficult to get to. Makes me wish that I'd actually at least base painted this before putting the fellow in. Maybe a future thing on a future ATV. Who knows? Right, there we go. That's all surfaces given a recoat, so let's just quickly do the same with the guns. I'm going to stick it onto my trusty cork for this, I think. Let's try doing it again, but on the side. There we go, that's better. Beautiful. You really need to watch where I put my hand, because that really does mess up the focus. Need to get into the habit of painting it from the side like this, I think. Okay, new habit time. Let's do this. That is my New Year's resolution, to paint from the side. Never from the front / back, whichever you want to call it. There we go. And now the Gatling. This one definitely needs it. You can... Needs it. You can see there. Much so. Cool. Now I know I'm going to paint over most of this another colour, but I just like to be efficient, make sure. But should I leave any blue, they will have the coating they need. Off you go. Alright, now we are going to blast over the metal with metal colours. I.e., of course, lead belcher. Delicious. Right, so then the big question is, what places are metal? Let's start here, shall we? I'm not going to worry too much about the underside, but it's all good practice. There we go, that looks nice. Now to repeat the same thing on this side. A bit of a spill there that I wasn't quick enough to get. Ah well, just swipe over that with Macragge blue. I nearly said macabre blue. Macragge blue, very shortly. Macabre blue does sound pretty cool though. Just occurred to me, that top bit there I just did right in the shadows. I don't know if I did that on the other side. I'll have to check that in just a sec. Oh, actually I did do it. Okay. Never mind. It's very nice. Just quickly finish off the underside. I know it's not really going to ever be in view, these ones, but you technically could see them through there, so that's why I'm going to do it. And plus, it's only silver. Here we go. Now for the other side. Bet this would look really good if I'd had the black primer. Oh well, it looks perfectly lovely with this as well. Great unclean ones rearing his head. What brings you here, Master Merlin? Oi, get off those. Cool, there we go. Now let's crack this exhaust, shall we? I'm probably going to give several layers to make it appear all burnt and whatnot. It's very similar to the Outriders exhaust. Why are you determined to come around from that side? The other side would be much easier. See? Now you're stuck. You got nowhere to put your back legs. You silly sausage. You silly cat sausage. Hello, you. Okay, so now he's sitting here. And now you're going to eat the end of my brush. Okay? You're determined to just make this challenging, aren't you, Nurgle? Yes, that's right. I am ignoring you. He looked genuinely offended. I mean, I know that's 50% of a cat's facial expression, but, you know. Even for a cat. You ain't taking it, you're off. Go file a complaint somewhere. My complaints office is in the Philippines. Good luck getting there. Just paint this bar here silver. I know it's going to be more black on it than silver by the end, but I'm effectively just basing the whole thing silver. No one wants to hear you snotting and breathing down the microphone. Why do you want that cork? You were just happily playing with your toys down there. Why do you want this cork? What is it about this cork that you want so bad? Oh, now you want the other cork. Oi, put that one down. That's got a spike in it. Right, if you can't be well behaved, I'm going to have to move these. You need to be a good boy. You need to not get yourself hurt, because that would make me and everyone watching very sad. We don't want you hurt, even though you're a demon. Yeah, we don't want to hurt you, we just want to bounce you to the warp. There's a keen difference. What do you want from me? I've fed you. You've got everything you need. Oh, you just want a fuss. Okay, pending people, cat pet break. Come in. Oh. There you go. Is that what you wanted? You want a fuss? A little white stripe on his back feet there. If we paint over that with a bit of Eshin Grey, Maybe it'll blend nicer with the rest of him, but I don't really know. Now I've seen that stripe, I can't unsee it, and it genuinely annoys me. Right, and with a sweep for the cat hair, that's the cat petting break over. Let's get that difficult bit. There we go. Nice. Right, so now I'm going to do the same with these back bits here. Got a little bit of spill there, annoyingly, but never mind. Never mind. Now, while I'm looking at it, the floor grating there, I wonder if that would just be blue, exactly as is. But I can't help but feel... No, you know what I'm going to do? When the time comes, I'm going to get some black, and I'm going to go over it so lightly that just the diamond... Are they diamond? Yeah, just the diamond ridges get caught black. They'll look like it's a blue metal with a black gripping surface for him to stand on. I think that'll look pretty cool. It actually makes me think maybe I should paint the whole thing silver, because I can't help but feel that it would be silver with the black rims. Right, now let's see about making that floor silver, shall we? Get it right in there. Yeah, I think it'll look really good for it, actually. Nice. Hello again, Trouble. Get your nose out. Oi, that's my finger you're nipping. Don't you nip my finger. I need that. Oi, get off him. Get off him. Oi, back. Get back, beast. Back. Right, that's your one strike. If you try it again, then you're going on the floor. Yeah, Come on, lad. There you go. Go play with your toys. Cat drool on him. Lovely. There we go. It's a little bit messier at the front, but it's difficult to see. Oh, cool. I'll clean up the messes very shortly. I'm pretty confident that this big bit here would also be silver, so... Do I do it silver? I don't know. I'm kidding. Of course I'm doing it silver. I'm doing it silver now. Paint you nice and silver. Hands up, you. Nice. A little bit of spill into the blue, but easy enough to fix. We'll get all these bits. Plenty of silver bits on the front here. Already need more lead belcher in my wet palette again. With his hands up just like, woohoo!
Look, brother, no hands!
The cat's just seen the screen where my recording is. I was like, ooh, moving things. Oh, damn, how did I get that silver splodge there? On the shoulder. Oh, whatever. These cables here I will probably make black when the time comes, I think. Wrapped in a black sheath. I think that sounds good. Now, these headlights here are going to be black as well, but I'm going to paint over them silver first. Because it seems to me more likely that any cracks shining through would not be blue, but would be silver. And it also looks like this front bit here is black, but again, going over it silver. And then going over it black after. Making slow but steady progress. There's a lot more on him that was silver than I thought. But then again, I don't think it's so much that there's a lot, it's just that it's all tucked away. Invasion of the Great Unclean One once again. Oi! Don't you do that. Ugh, so unclean. Cat bogies. Oi! You cannot claim him. He is not yours to claim, Nurgle. Oh, back up. Get out of here. Oh dear. They say never work with kids and animals, and this is exactly why. Because they might be demons. Right, so I'm also going to do this here. Gun while I'm here. Basically the entirety of it silver, I think, before painting over it black. But there's one bristle on this brush that is just refusing to cooperate. And it's obviously not a true detriment, but it's very annoying. A true nightmare. Not. Lower this down. There we go. Or do I do the whole thing, or do I just leave it blue? Do you come in peace, cat? Do you come to attack Macragge? Oh dear. They have enough Tyranids doing that already these days. Okay, now I've got to see about trying to paint in this tiny gap on either side. Okay, you can just about see I've more or less got the control panel, apart from a little bit there. There we go. Now just do the same on the other side. I'm probably not going to go much more than just silvering that bit, really, because it's a nightmare to reach. Right, cool. I silvered in the panels in there, which is good. You know what, sorry, I am going to do the whole gun silver. And then I'm going to paint over it black. This way, if I miss any bits, like with the earlier examples, it won't be blue that's shining through, but it will be gunmetal, which is a lot easier to explain away. I've got a little bit of random dried paint flakes. In a way, I'm effectively treating this layer paint as a base paint. Is that a bad thing? Is there some chemical difference between a base and a layer that is like some holy thing that should never be defiled, which I am promptly doing? Or is it more of just a guideline, like, hey, this can typically be used as a layer, this can typically be used as a base, etc., etc.? Please do let me know, you smart people in the comments, you. I'm but an innocent babe, if the voice didn't give it away. Right, I think everything of silver has been done now. I've done the bolters, and I've even done the bolts, the rivets, all around him, with varying degrees of success. It does look pretty good for it. So before going any further, I'm just going to quickly go over all of the mistakes and whatnot with Macragge Blue, and then we're going to move on to quickly doing the the turrets with the silvers they need. Actually, no, scratch that. I'm going to go over the silvers on this, then I'm going to go over the blacks this one needs, and then take black paint to the turret, and then silver to that, because I have a gut feeling, looking at it, that the guns would benefit from black then silver, rather than silver then black, like I'm doing on this one. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Lovely. A rivet I missed, I think. Oh well. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I've cleaned up all the major issues. Nice. Right, and now, to Abaddon Black, to add some of the, well, black. Right, so that's the guns and headlights blackened. Blackened. That's blackened. There we go. Do the top. Cool. Right, thanks most of the smaller details. So now, the wheels. Don't tell me, wow, that brush. Let's get a slightly bigger one. There we go. I think I'll just do it. I think I'll just do it rough for now, and then I will go back over with that smaller brush. And it's already starting to really come together just for the black tires. That's cool. So, I have a question for the more knowledgeable 40k game players out there. I know this Invader can be attached to an Outrider squad. I also know that my Chaplain on a bike can be attached to an Outrider squad. Do I have to pick one or the other, or can I have them both attached at the same time? Please do let me know, because I would love to know. Well, where are you going? Just ignoring my model. Ignoring it like it's nothing. Well, the cat spilt me water. Ah, dear me. It went on the floor. Bit of silver here that I missed. On both sides. I'm done with my nice new brushes. That's super nice. Nice, like, if I'm Cersei, these brushes are elephants. Right, so since I'm not going to dry brush this model, I've decided there's going to be no dry brushing on this one. I am going to probably do some of the gold now, I think. Such as here and on the Space Marines. Alright, cool. Right, time to add some of that Retributor Armor Gold. Beautiful, beautiful Retributor Armor Gold. Right then, I think we'll begin with this fine fellow at the back. Just going to raise up your arms, boy. Yeah. Really bring out the Ultramarine in him, even though he has no Ultramarine on him. It's just a blue of some kind. Wow. It's gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely gorgeous. Excellent. Not bad. A couple of little splish splash there, but overall, a very nice set of wings. Now for his buddy. There we go. Not going to be easy getting a good angle for you guys, so I do apologise. But this seems to be alright thus far. Ah, lovely. Again, a bit of spill on the left side. There we are. And now this one on the front. Here we go. It's a thin coat there. There's a bit of spill on the edges, but I wanted to get the sides in as well. Cool. Right, so now let's get these shoulders done. And you know what? I'm just going to take this guy's arms off for it. Work smart, not hard and all that. Oh. And it was going so well. Right. I went back and went a little bit over the edges all around, because I wanted to kind of get that inside rim all around. And then I'll, once it's dry, paint over it blue, just to see how it looks, just to give the gold a more full look. You know what I mean? Don't know if it'll work, but figured it's worth a go. Let's stick that arm back on for now, so it can dry. Come on. There we go. Try it, buddy. Cool. Do the underside as well, because I forgot to do that for the other one. Whoop, bit of camera focus there, having fun. A mini rave. There we go, decent first layer. Nice. Let's quickly add the gold that I forgot to here. I'll probably add some dark detailings to that, because it just looks like a massive slab of solid gold, which just, I don't know, doesn't look quite right. Cool. Don't really see anywhere else where there will be any real gold. I'll wait the exhaust. Should probably use a bigger brush for this one, but I got this one out right now. Probably shouldn't worry too much about this being on the underside and all, but still. It's all practice for me. Here we go, that'll do for now. Barely see it. So that's why it's not a problem. Right, and now for this guy's shoulders. Oh dear. There we go. That's good. Now we'll just try and get that underside. Excellent. Very good, very good. It's tidy up, but that won't be difficult. Right, we're going to jump back to a bit of lead belcher to do some of the details on the Space Marines. And also go over a couple of the other layers that might need another coat. Let's quickly top up my wet palette. I'm looking at it. Just give this a second layer. Get this gun holster. There we go. And of course these vents. There we go. Same with this fella. Think I'll make these things here silver as well. Don't know why, just gut feeling. It should probably be black, but screw the rules. So the ATV Invader gets an awful lot of hate. And I'm curious as to why. Is it simply its look? Is it its battlefield role? Is it a combination of both those factors and more? Please do let me know why you hate the ATV Invader, or Invader ATV, so much. Start the opposite of a fan club, or start a hate club against the Invader ATV. There we go. I'm going to be going over the backs of the legs with silver again anyway, so I'm not too worried about spill. There we go. Never ever really painted these bits silver, but I figured that's how they should be. Okay, cool. Well, now, the only thing to do, I think, is probably going to add some Abaddon black to places like in the joints of the Space Marines and whatnot. And look how much black has come off the front of this tire, man. Gonna have to reapply that too. Let's see how well I can do this. Raise up the camera a little bit. There we go. Still not high enough. There we go. It's back of one leg with minimal spill. Let's see if we can't recreate that with its friend. Don't know if the lighting's any good for you guys. I do apologize if it's not. And I don't apologize if it is. Take my apology / non-apology however you will. Here we go. It's back of the other one. A tiny bit of spill there on the bottom, but it's... What is it really? It's nothing. It's nothing. Right. Now the booty. Here we go, that's his butt. Still looking good. Now let's get in his elbow. I often find these ones the hardest. Don't know why. Very good. Now the other one. I was just thinking I couldn't really see most of the arm, but then I remembered, oh yeah, I can have him lift his arms up. There we go. Right, nice. There was a bit of spill on the underside there. What is it? It's like you can barely see it, but since his arm's going to be down normally, it's just not going to be seen, so no worries. Right, so that's him. And thankfully, as for the fella at the front, you just gotta clear these bits. There we go. Clear these bits? What am I talking about? Paint these bits. Very cool. That's his elbows done. Now, I am thinking about painting black the bits where the metal hoses connect to the rest of the helmet. It would also help if I had some black on my brush. Here we go. Looks pretty cool, although it is kind of also masking out the silver. We need to redo that, I think. Same with his body. Cool. And paint his handlebar bit black as well. This tire fixed. How come there's so much blue visible in the gap there between the wheel and the tire? I thought I filled it. I'm very puzzled. Man, a lot of the tires need it. I have a feeling I may as well not really bother until I'm right near the end. Alright, so I'm going to let this bad boy dry. And while it does, we're going to work on the turreted weapons. Specifically, I think the Gatling first. So while I have the black out, we're going to start with that. Get an awful lot of this painted black, I think. In fact, you know what? Everything but the shield plate there, I think I'm going to paint black. So with that in mind, I'm going to grab me a bigger brush. I'm also going to grab me more black. I'm just not putting enough out there. It's part of me wishes I didn't glue this plate in now. I could have taken it out and painted the whole thing first. But that would have been far too easy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do the barrel black as well, just for now though. I will paint over it again in silver. Right, cool. That's that bad boy painted all black. Now, let's have a look at its friend. I think I'm going to do the exact same treatment with this one. All black. Less risk of blue poking through. Although, judging from what's currently happening on the ATV itself, where I've still got blue poking through everywhere, I don't know how true and accurate that is. Ah well, if it happens on these two as well, then it's definitely not just a random fluke. It's simply the way it is. Painting the barrel. There we go. Right, cool. Looking very good. Excellent. Now, we'll go back to the Gatling, since that one should be dry by now, although it already looks like it needs that other layer, so... Right, it's time to add some silver. Most of this will be staying black, it'll be the highlights that gives it some variety, really, but this bit down here is definitely going to go silver. There we go, that's that bit silver, at least the first layer of it. The silver on the barrel looks really chunky for some reason. I watered it down quite a bit. I'm not too sure what happened there. Ah well. Very good. So now we'll give that a light scraping on the front. There we are. There we go. We're just starting to see some blue shine through, which is annoying. That's why I don't do the prime in blue anymore, but I didn't have any black at the time. But still, decent base coat. Right, now to the melter. Slap it all over. Very nice. Add another coat to that once it's dry. There we go, that's better. I'm running out of places to hold. I would have just grabbed one of my blue tacked corks, but I think the cat got to them because they've all gone missing mysteriously. So probably all under my sofa right now. First world problems. Excellent. Also paint this bit here silver. There we go, cool. Right, let that dry off. Looking at this end bit on the Gatling, decided it needed to be silver. Why? We don't know. It's just one of those mysteries. There we go. I shouldn't do any more because I need to do another coat, I think. Yes. Oh, here's trouble. Hello, you. What brings you here, Nurgle? Those are dangerous cats. They will melt your face. Or burr it off. Not what you want. Anyway, scoot. Go on. Pat, pat, pat. Go on. Get your fuzzy butt out of here. And for some reason, the barrel looks really thick. I don't know why. Because I watered it down. It doesn't normally come out quite like this. Now, well, it's fine. I'm going to add something to it anyway. Just because I can. Just gonna tidy up that bit of silver. It helps when I have paint on my brush. Cool. There we are. Excellent. I just noticed there's a spattering of the old silver, so let's just quickly top that up with Macragge, shall we? Right, cool. Pop them aside for now. I'm just going to go around, do a little bit of cleanup, and then we'll move on to the next step. Also, I'm not going to bother sorting the tires just yet. I have a plan for them. A cunning plan. Oh, I'll also need to do his satchels and stuff. Nearly forgot about that. Whoops. Clean up that pauldron some. There we go. Very good. Right, now let us do his fancy back things. Nice bit of Mornfang brown should do the trick. It is entirely possible I accidentally thinned this out a little too much. Oh well. Get it right in that gap. Ah, lovely. At least I think it's lovely. I can't really see. I'm sure it's lovely. Right, earlier in this ATV series I said that it was a logical good place to put the holster. Now I disagree. It's a terrible place to put the holster. It's really hard to paint. It's terrible. Lather and slather. So let's get this belt done, shall we? I do not know how to get into this gap. I don't even know if you guys can see it or if it's too dark. That is the best I'm going to do. There we go. Nice. The tiniest dot to go over very shortly, which I shall. Now, here's the crazy part. Let's see if I can't get this guy's belt, although it kind of looks sort of hidden now I'm looking. Yeah, it's actually hidden under a pauldron of some kind, so now I'm going to leave it. Right, a couple more bits to do over, mainly like this pauldron. Fill in this bit of the pistol, which seemed to slip the net for some bizarre reason. There we go, nice. Right, well the next step, we are going to start doing some shading. Beginning with just some Nuln Oil shading across all the recesses of the model. Yes, I'm going to do it recess style, rather than a wash, like I usually do. Let us do this. There will be some places that are getting washed, like the metals and whatnot. But first, recesses. Also, a lot of the silver is rubbed off on the side there, so I'm going to have to go over that too. I think it's same everywhere. Oh damn, completely off there. Damn, son. Let's get them leggies in. Excellent. Try and get them knees as best I can. Yeah, something like that. I shall invoke the holy art of Neera's dammit. Yeah, which, you know what, take your arm off for a sec. Just realised I probably should have painted these handles silver. Do that in a moment before I do silver shadings. I'm shading between the fingers now. What has become of me? I'm just going to try and get the shading into this guy's shit. Easier said than done, but it is being done. Alright, cool. I think that's all the recess shading on the blue. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good indeed. So now I'm going to, after I put a bin here, there we go. I'm now going to just generally wash in Nuln Oil all of the silver bits. Just arm this Space Marine once more. Right, so now I'm just going to wait before I wash. Hang about. Going to quickly fill in these hubcaps, I guess. These well, they're more like pivots, but still. Words. Who needs them? Words are for losers whose actions are not strong enough. I'm sure someone in the world said that somewhere. And if they did, which they did, I'm quoting them. Quoting them hard. Let's get this bad boy. There's actually so much of the silver that really needs retouching up. So you know what? I think I'm going to just have to do that real quick. There we go. I forgot about painting these wires black, which I might do in a moment, if I remember. Since memory seems to be a lacking suit of mine. There we go. That's the silvers touched up nicely. Let's got a bit of black. Let's just do this cord. A little bit of silver on that end bit there that came off. There we go. Nice. Right, now let's get on with that Nuln Oil wash, shall we? Wash it all over. Alright, cool. Yes, things are starting to shape up. Very good. Now, while I have the Nuln Oil out, I may as well do the shading on these bad boys. As you can imagine, there's not a whole lot of shading that's going to happen here, given how black it is. Cool. There we go. Now the melter. Cool. There we go. Alright, so now it is time for edge highlighting. Now, in my comments when it comes to edge highlighting, I get a lot of people agreeing with certain common consensuses, but there's one thing in particular where people do not seem to agree, and that is the size of the brush itself. A lot of people say to go for a smaller brush because then it's easier to get to certain angles. A lot of people say to go for larger brushes because then the paint doesn't dry out as quickly on the brush. They're both very good points in my opinion, so I'm going for this brush here, which I think is a decent balance of the two. It's fairly thin, but it's not too thin, so we shall see how this goes. Alright then. And we shall begin, as always, with Calgar Blue. Straight to the wet palette. Alright, let us roll. Yeah, so far so good. Oh no. Actually, tied it up pretty nice. Get that helmet done. And there is a black spot on the back of his head there. It's very strange. Let's just say it's searing from the gun directly over his head, shall we? While the brush is pretty bare, I'm going to just sort of rub over their faces a bit. There we go. Nice. Oh, he's got a wobble. He's got a damn wobble. Rage. Shoulder highlights aren't too bad. Yeah, not too bad at all. That one there needs a bit of a tidy up, but it's also alright. Other than that, I'm never really sure of the best way to highlight the pauldrons. I still think the best ones I did were actually the intercessors, the regular intercessors. It's a bit thick, but never mind. Let's get that outside edge. Nice. And the same for you, recently christened Arthur of the ATVs. Nice. So let's see how well I can highlight these edges here, shall we? Not well at all, it seems, when I have not enough paint on my brush. Here we go. Ooh, or a little too well if I have too much on my brush. You know what? Off comes your arm. There we go. I think that, while very small, is probably the best I'm doing. Ah, but it's fine. It adds something. And I need to remember to paint these handles silver. I keep forgetting. Hence why they're still blue. Yeah. Alright then, I think that's all the blue highlights and shading done. Doesn't look bad at all. Doesn't look bad at all. Right, so next I'm just going to quickly add the silver onto these handles before we start doing the shading for non-blue things. Bless your cat. That's one. There we go. Nice. Right, before adding the highlight to the black areas, I'm just going to go over the spills and whatnot. There we go. Tidy up time. Alright, so with a bit of the blacks touched up again, I'm now going to add Eshin Grey to highlight the black edges. Except the tires. I do that a bit differently. Dry brushing, don't you know? Yeah, so I think this brush so far is definitely my very favourite for edge highlighting. And for those curious, it is a size 0, around size 0. Artistic brand as well, for those curious. See if we can put a light bit of highlighting here. There we go, that should be alright. Smidgen on top of where the black joints are. Never done that before, I'm just curious to see how it'll look. There we go. Nice. Tiny touch, but that's what makes a model. Lots of tiny touches. Excellent, very good. I think that's all of the non-tire black. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to edge highlight all of these silver bits, like all of these suspension bits here, with Stormhost Silver. See if we can't make it look rather luscious. Thankfully, my experience with the silver is that it doesn't matter if the highlights are a little messier than with the matte paints. I imagine there's a lot of people in my comments now just going, What? No! But that's my experience, bro. Raise your hands up. Oh, I don't know what happened there. So I'm going to be going over that again with McCrag in a moment. Excellent. Alright, minus a few bizarre spills. That's the silver. More or less highlighted. I always find it's the one that's the most difficult to see. But it is there, and it looked good for it. Excellent. Alright then, so I'm going to give these tires a complete nice recoat of black, and I wonder if he can... Damn, bro! Ah, he just won't quite do it. Never mind. There's a lot of paint coming off on the corners on this model for some reason. I don't know why. Here roll. There we go, that's the wheels redone. Excellent. You know what, while it's upside down, I'm just going to hit this exhaust with some Nuln Oil. Looks like I also need to hit it with more silver. Damn, son. I was torn between Reichland Flash Shade or Nuln Oil, but I figured since it's underneath, just doing it a darker shade will just avoid more eyes being drawn to it or something. I'm also going to quickly just, with a bit of Mornfang Brown, top up these holsters here because they're getting a lot scraped off the bottom. You can see there how the edges are being blued out. And let's fix that. There we go. Nice. Much better all round. Cool. Right, so I think the wheels are dry enough for me to start dry brushing them. So I'm just going to dry brush them very gently with Dawnstone. Ever so gently. Alright, so we shall see if I brushed it off enough now. Nope, definitely didn't. Cool. A little heavier than I'd like on that one, but still. easily solved with some Knoll oil down the line. Nice. Actually, it doesn't look that bad really, does it actually? Maybe I will keep it that way. I think a little Knoll oil between the ruts might serve it well. Cool. And in case anyone's wondering, yes, I will be weathering this. I just figured logically I should get it pristine first and then start scuffing it. At least it made sense to me. Alright, and now I'm going to add the reds of the eyes. Oh yes, everyone's favourite bit. Although I am genuinely curious how well it will go using this liner brush, because this liner brush did an excellent job with the shading. I'm hoping it will do a good job with doing the eyes. We shall see. Alright then, let's see how this noise goes. As always, apologies if the angle's not too great. It's not easy. Okay, that's the middle. To the edge. Call it hit the back edge, that's good. Now let's do the inside corner. Oh, got the shakes, got the shakes. Not bad at all. A little further in though. Oh, yep, there's spillover, dang it. Let's just quickly do the other one. Oh no, this one's going all wrong. He is seeing red, just like, ah! Well, actually, it's not that bad from a distance, actually. Right, so perhaps the liner brush is not the best for this. Or my technique is just awful. The latter is probably the most applicable. Okay, so I'll go over the messed up parts of that with some blue, but to be fair, on camera it doesn't... actually, yeah, okay, it kind of does, but still. I shall go over the messed up bits again, but first I shall attempt the other one, but with a different brush. This one is a spot brush rather than a liner. So I'm hoping, there we go, nice bit of a point on it. I'm hoping this one will achieve better results. Let's find out, shall we? It's the tiniest bit on the end. Again, apologies about any terrible camera angles. You can see I'm kind of resting it in there. It's very handy, actually. That's not a very fair test, given that this brush, because of that, will be absolutely perfect. Sod it, do it again. Nice, that one went very well. Cool. Alright, so yes, even without the aid of the front panel, I think this brush here is the way forward when it comes to Space Marine eyeballs. Right, so I've got a little macrag on my brush. I'll just quickly see about fixing these eyes here. You know what one I'm here as well. So. Cool. Alright, so next I'm going to do the blue highlights on the hardest edges with Finalizing grey. Really bring it out. Of which there's only a few of such edges, so this shouldn't take too long. Oh, but I need to remember to sort that silver there. Thankfully, I have a track record for perfect memory, wherein I never forget anything. Hands up, you. So if the one in the front here is called Arthur, what's the one in the back called? Any ideas, anyone? Please do let us know. I love the edge highlighting with Fenrisian, especially when I make a mess. I really do like it. I love what it adds. A nice crisp sharpness. And would you guys believe me if I said I've only just noticed those things down there? That's the first time I've noticed them. There we go. Nice. Well, nicer. Next I'm going to add a bit of Evil Sun Scarlet to the headlights. My plan is down the line to sort of edge around the outside or inside. I don't remember which it was. No, the top and middle of the light after doing the red with a bit of Knoll oil, watered down, just to give it that reflective sheen, because unfortunately I don't have any kind of red contrast or technical paint. So I just have to make do with a regular red watered down nicely. Right, hopefully over this silver it will look decent. Yeah, there we go. Nice. There's no lights on the back, is there really? No, there isn't. While that dries off, just quickly go over this with the old macrag as best we can. There we go. Only a bit, because I'm going to be messing up anyway down the line. Nice. Alright then, I believe that's as far as I'm going with this bit for now, so we're going to put this to the side, and we're going to jump to the turreted weapons, because they only have some of the base paints on so far. And a bit of the shading from the Knoll oil. Well, I'm going to quickly paint this wire red, I think. Yeah, I like it red. Cool, nice. So now let's get these Eshin grey highlights done. There we go, that's the black edge highlighting. Nice, nice. Quickly jump and do it on the melt up. Do it down there as well, there we go. Right, cool, that's a bit of the black highlights done. It's not very much, but it adds stuff. Now we're going to add some Dawnstone to the harder edges. And it just occurred to me, I don't think I did so on the ATV itself. So I think we might be busting that out again just to add a bit of Dawnstone to some of the harder edges of the blacks. There we go. Nice. There we go. That's pretty alright. Alright, cool. Nice. Excellent. Now again with this bad boy. There we go. Excellent. We're going to make it even more so, actually. There we go. Brilliant. I'm going to quickly just go over a couple bits with the Dawnstone on here as well, while I have it sat on my brush. Wow, that's really bad. Right, well, let's quickly grab another brush, put some of the black on it, and just undo that. Hit the undo button. Quick, Control Z, Control Z. Thankfully, since I was going to go over the Eshin Grey there with Dawnstone anyway, it's no real loss. The only loss is my pride. Ah well, never had much of that anyway. That's better, that's how you do it. Kind of. Maybe. There we go, nice. Right, cool. Small difference, but it is a difference. Back to whence you came. So on the box art here, there we go. We'll crank right up, there we go. You can see he's got these yellow stripes here along the side of the multi-melter. And you know, I really like that. I'm going to give it a go. I'm just momentarily sat here just thinking, what would a smart person do? How would a smart person tackle this? So I've got me a pencil, and I'm going to see about penciling something in. Just sort of guide, there we go. Something like that. Super crude, but hopefully it will do the chobby. Actually, wait, no, I'm going to resize it. Let's see how well a rubber works. Oh, good. I can actually use a rubber on this without really doing much to the paint. That's good to know. Why can't I get the proportions correct? It's gonna be one of those deals. Okay, I can see some semblance of something, so I'm gonna give that a spin. Gonna do it with a bit of the old Uriel yellow. What doesn't help is the fact that yellow is the most evil paint in the world, apparently. It wishes to destroy mankind, don't you know? Okay, I've got some rough semblance of something. Let's just fill it in a little better. It's not too bad for a first attempt. And I'm sure once it's dry I can tidy up the edges with the old Macragge blue. Cool, cool, not bad at all. Probably should have used Avalon Sunset in hindsight, but ah well. Still looks pretty cool. Nice. Now while we wait for that beauty to dry out a bit, we're going to go over the edge of this bad boy with the old Calgar blue. For some reason I find Calgar blue dries really quick on my wet palette, quicker than all the others. I don't know why. Now doing the highlighting for this viewport here is going to be oh no, I was about to say apparently dead easy. Nice. A little bit of Macragge over that will do the job. The chob? It'll do the chob just fine. Nice, cool. Very, very cool. You know what? I'm curious. Let's see how it looks. Stick you. I think all the paint's making it difficult. Damn, all the paint is making it difficult. Alright then, let's quickly solve that. Let's take this knife, scrape at the inside a little. Cool. Let's see how that is now. Better. Definitely much better. Not super easy to get out though still. Okay. There we go. That's much better. Much more comfy balance. Right, cool. Anyway. Put the knife away. Nice. Yeah, it does look pretty good. I like it. Let's scrape the top of you, however, with Storm Host Silver. Annoying bit on the ridge there, but never mind. Never mind. Right, may as well leave it in his capable hands. I'm going to quickly jump back to this. It's time to tidy up a bit of that yellow. Nice, it's pretty decent. I think we'll leave it like that for now. Cool. It's edge highlight time with the old Calgar. Oh, for goodness sake, just twice in a row my brush just... my brush did something. There we go, a bit messy at the top there, but still. Pretty good, pretty good. Just going to hit up the top with Finalizing now. You know, I think the sides needed too. Nice. There we go, I think that'll do. Nice, very nice. Blech. Just freaking jumped out of my hand. You know what? Let me do the Finalizing for this guy. May as well do it now. May as well keep it attached. Oh, there, look at that lovely edge. Sweet, sweet edge. Cool. You know what? I am going to Finalizing this edge here, I think. Nice, yeah. Do the other side. Definitely a benefit. Excellent. Good, good, good. I like it. So, I'm going to... Now for this next bit, I'm going to just attach this gun when it... There we go. Allows me. There we go. I think I'll keep the arms off for now, actually. Run over his own arm. Right, there's something that I've been forgetting to do, and that's to shade the gold. But before I do, I'm going to give it an extra little layer. Certainly ones like the front eagle there. Definitely need another layer, so I'm going to just quickly pop that in my palette and do that noise. Nice. Minus a couple small blemishes. Very nice. Bit of like clean up. There we go. Nice. Cool. Alright, so with the gold re-spruced up, what say we give it a nice little bit of Reikland flesh shade. Boop! I called the gold spruced up and then noticed a whole load of this shoulder here that needs a redo. There we go. Same with this one, actually. Damn, look at me not paying no attention. There we go. Nice. Well, nice enough. Smidgen of Calgar on my brush. There we go. Nice. I completely forgot to do the inside of this arm blue. I mean, Gold. There's the word. I forgot my colours. There we go. Nice. Right, while that shading for the gold dries, we're going to quickly start work on the heat blasting for this. No real solid idea how to do this, so I'm just going to first of all quickly coat it with Reichland, I think. Cool. Cool. And now we're adding Agrax Earthshade just to the front half. Now we're adding just a smidgen of Nuln Oil to the edge of this bad boy. There we go. Beautiful. Nice and charred. I think I might have made it a little bit more charred than I originally meant to, but oh well, it still looks pretty heat blasted. Nice. Right, so the next thing we're going to do before we do anything else, I've got decals cut out. I'm ready to go on this wet piece of tissue paper. There. Alright, let's do this noise. Get out the micro set. I think I'll do the ones on the vehicle itself first, as I think they'll be a little bit more straightforward. There we go. I'm thinking this one here with the veteran sign will be quite good. Whew, okay, this is the bit I loathe. Okay, there we go. Let's try and push it into place, shall we? Yeah, there we go. That's not too bad. Push, push, push. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. We're going to leave that right there and go over to this side to do the other. The other being this one, close combat support. I can never get them lined up perfectly. I just whip it off like a magician. There we go. To be fair, you kind of have to be a magician to be any good with these. There we go. Nice. Right, so we'll leave that as is as well. Excellent. Now the shoulders. Definitely going to do him first, because I bet it's going to be a nightmare. Okie dokie. Close combat. Probably doing it from this angle is best. It's probably a little far back, but... oh, there we go. There, nice. Okay, like that position. We'll leave it there like that. Now let's do the ultramarine side. Oh, it's already eager to do its thing. Get off. There we go. Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. It kind of just folded itself. Oh no. Can I unfold you? Oh, I can. Alright. This may yet be salvageable. He may yet be an ultramarine. There we go. Come on. Nope. Still too far that way. Okay. Right, cool. His sign is messed up. But frankly, we'll just say it took battle damage. Can I fix it at all? No, I'll tell you what I can do. I can make it worse. It's a skill. Why do I do this? What is wrong with me as a human being? You know what? We're getting another one. I loathe these things. I think I'd have more fun trying to pull my own teeth sometimes. Alright, let's put the second one on, and it actually landed pretty decent, so we are just going to keep it exactly like that. Boom. Need to quickly cut out another ultramarine symbol. Let's quickly put the arms back on. I think it might be get off me, foul thing. Get off that model. There we go. Oh no. Why does this always happen to me? All I did was handle it aggressively. Actually, got that off more or less intact. Let's sweep that bit away. I can draw that on after the fact. Go away. Be gone. Go. Go away. Leave. Please get off. There we go. Get out of my brush. There we go. Right, yeah, I can just paint the rest on later. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, you know what? No. This guy's shoulders I'm going to leave unattached. I'm flailing everywhere. So this one is going to be close combat shoulder. Here we go. There we go. That one went on pretty straightforward. Nice. Oh god, nearly knocked over me microset. Let's not do that again. There we go. Fairly central. Pretty decently rounded to the surface as well. So yeah, alright, cool. Good. Put you away before I spill you. I think after this model I'm going to see if I can clean some of this up. Get it nice and shiny again. If something we can do while we wait for the microset to dry is to add a little smidgen of Liberator Gold to some of the golds there, just to give it a bit of highlighting. Let's give this a smidgen. Just do the same on these boys. Nice, I think. Yeah, I think I might have blotched it a little bit on the back one, but never mind, it's still pretty cool. Besides, weathering. It's weathering, ladies and gentlemen. Needs to do the same with this bad boy. Just along the top is all that's needed. Nice. Cool. Nice. And with that, I think... yep, I think all the micro set is dry enough to now apply a bit of the old micro sol. Let's see if I can do this without knocking everything off, shall we? I'm going to use a different brush this time as well, just to be on the safe side. Okay, that's that one. That's that one. Yep, there's that one. This one's a little low, really, but yeah, it's a little low, but I'll just keep it where it is. It's fine. It's fine. I say as I poke it. That's fine. Yeah, it's not moving, so I shan't encourage it to do so. Go. And the last one. Excellent. Nice. Put you away as well. Decals are hell, but that wasn't as bad as it has been in the past. Thank goodness. Right, so now I'm going to have a crack at some weathering. So I'm going to add on the underside some scratches, dirt, and all that stuff. So what I have here
is a sponge. It's a scourer with the scour torn off. Let's just rip this in half. There we go. Got some nice rough texture there. A comment suggested a deep silver. So I'm going, or is it a deep silver or a deep grey? I'll look it up in a minute. And to be effectively dry dabbed on the underside here, just to see how it looks. All right then, let's give this a crack. Right, no clue how well this will work, but a bit of iron hand steel on the rough side of my sponge. That off on here as best I can. Okay, a bit nervous, but let's try this, shall we? Yeah, I see it. Okay, cool. Sponge is a bit too soft, maybe. There we go. That's a better way. Oh god, that bit was way thick on the top there. Maybe it did come off on the under. Oh well, probably going to keep it there now as a reminder to my future self. Got a bit on the front there, so it's cool. Trying to sort of dab it anywhere where it looks like it might get exposed. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's see what happens if I add a couple of manual scratches. Here we go. Look at that. There we go. It's not too bad. If I have to do the same again on this side. That was a little bit much. Right, looks like I'm going to go over that one a little bit there with McCrog. So I hit it at a bit of an odd angle. There we go.
Alright, so it's definitely added a worn look, if you would. Don't know if there would have been a better colour to use or not. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. Definitely makes it look very scratched up, worn out and all that jazz. Though for the Space Marines themselves, I'm thinking of doing similar, but with just the brush and with Calgar Blue as well. Right, let's give it a spin. I'm not sure if Calgar is the right way to go with this. There's a part of me that's torn between that and Fenrisian. But I'm worried that if I use Fenrisian, it will be too bright. It will take away too much from other things. Well, we shall see in a moment, I suppose. And I think it's alright. A little more like scratches, which I guess is good. Now for this guy at the back. And a bit of edge highlighting happening now. Big chunk of his thing there I'll need to fix as well. Unless I do something fancier. A couple of little Calgar scratches. It's not too bad. I didn't add much to the guys, but it did add something. Just on the helmets and whatnot. I definitely need to work on it. Okay. Hello, Merlin. Yes, as you guys can see here, I added a streak of Stormhost just there. And I kind of like how it turned out, because it looks strained and streaky, and I think it suits such a well-used piece of the weapon. Nice. Move your tail. There you go. Move it. There we are. Right, got a bit more of this. The sponge. There we go, yeah. Cool, I like that. Definitely very messed up, because it's gonna take the brunt of a lot of shit. In it, cat. Oi. Don't you eat that. Cool. And we'll do the same with this one. Cool. Nice. You're right in the way, boyo. What are you doing here? Like how I went Welsh-Irish. It's probably excessive, but 40k is excessive, so I like it. Sort of. Yeah, I think it works well. Nice. Alright, so now I'm gonna dust on a bit of the old Rhinox hide. Like it's been going through a bit of mud and whatnot. Right. Yeah, there we are. Okay, let's see how well this works, shall we? Yeah, it's a bit too bright, so I'm gonna quickly make a quick custom mix. Going to mix a bit of black and Rhinox together on my wet palette. Right then. Let's see how this one does. Nice, very nice. Some of the paint tie's already coming off as well. Damn, boy. Nice. Nice bit on the front. Very good. Alright, cool. Nice, very nice. I like it. It's very slight, not too much, which is kind of in contrast to what I said about, the damage to the front of the gun's panel, but still. Right, well now I'm going to make an attempt at painting in the missing part of the Ultramarine symbol there. This is probably not going to go well, but we'll give it a good spin. Perfect. No, not at all, but it is better. It is better. Now for this one. Time to make another perfect Ultramarine symbol. Perfect. Oh, not at all. Not at all. But it's fine. Did I put my thumb on that? Doesn't look like I did. From a distance, it's perfect. Especially when you close your eyes. When you close your eyes, it's perfect. Right, we'll let this monstrosity dry off and then I'll get back to it after the fact. But you know what I haven't done? I've just realised I haven't done any of the shading for his satchels. Alright, looks like that's my my next thing. Once I've touched them up again, as in with paint. Dirty people. There we go. Yeah, and look, the metal on his vents on the back there has also got loads of blue shining through. Yeah, it's very strange how this model's doing that. Oh well. Right, give these a bit of a gentle washing with Agrax Earthshade. Cool. Now, I just found myself thinking about the antenna. The antenna that needs to go back on there, and I've just realised it's not where I put it. So in every honesty, it would not surprise me if the cat got to it. I mean, I thought I put it in a cat-free place, but apparently not. I mean, in truth, it's probably me who lost it, but the great thing about having a cat is you can just blame the cat. I mean, what's he gonna do? Speak up about it? I'll just say it was shot off in the battle or something. Now, here's the thing. What if I got some Evil Sun Scarlet, and then put a tiny dot of it, like a tiny line, if you would, right along the top of their lenses, their eyes? Would that add something? The frustrating part is I've had a few comments with some really great ideas about how to do the eyes, but the truth is I've forgotten what they said, and I don't know where I put my notes. Oh, and I'm someone who's like, right, there's no time. I can't go and find it. I must do it now. Let's do this noise with a brush that's way too big. There we go. Cool, cool. There we go. Probably no one really noticed the difference, but I see it. Like a faint light in the middle of the eye. It doesn't really show up on camera, at least not the camera I have in front of me. Maybe better for you guys. Probably not enough to do that again. I really need to find my notes and then read up what people told me. Yeah, the exhaust there has bits of blue. Even the... Come on, focus, damn it. Even the pistol handle has bits of blue coming through. Is there any particular reason for paint to start receding from the edges on under conditions that they apparently wouldn't normally? Has there been some subtle change in the air that I can't detect as a mere human? Please do let me know, you paint condition people, you paint condition people. What am I talking about? But no, I appreciate everyone's advice. Right, now that that's dry, I'm going to add a bit of Mornfang, sort of, there we go. Texture it all a bit, you know? Nice. There we go. Cool. Right, pop this on, just see how it looks. Very nice. Very cool. We'll quickly have a look at the multi-melter. And stick you on. There you go. Alright, cool. I think I like the melter, so I'm going to keep that one on for now. Okay, so you know what, guys? I can't really think of anything else. So I'm going to say it's done. Yes, indeed. I think it's done. I don't doubt I've missed several things, but overall, I think it looks pretty good. Bit of weathering there, not too much. Looks like it's rough and rugged. For things like these lights, I definitely need to get me some decent technicals or contrast paints to really make that shine a bit more. Something like Tesseract Glow, but red. Now, overall, I am pleased with this one. I think it looks quite excellent. I mean, they've had their antenna shot off, but other than that, it's all pretty dandy. Excellent. I hope you guys enjoyed this build, so if you did enjoy so, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, all that grand stuff. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Let's go, you two.